All right, we have the story. I actually saw. I need to finish watching and to be sure because I was in transit when that show was going. I saw a little bit, maybe about 7 minutes of it. So I need to watch it again. But I was able to, as I was about to take off in the plane. I saw the story on Instablog Nigeria, and then I took some screenshots, and I was in the middle of the transit. I read some of it, but I said, you know what, I need to come back here and cover this with you all, and then see where we can go with it. All right. So let me find the story. This Japa husband who got stranded, apparently got stranded, was left stranded by the wife, right? Was left stranded by the wife at the airport by a Japa wife. I'm just going to read the story and then we'll take it from there. Let me see here. Okay, I found it. So Instablog Nigeria reads, Japa, Nigerian man stranded faces deportation after his wife allegedly took the children and abandoned him at UK airport. Okay, so I'm going to read. Some lady called Dubby, some JW. Hello everyone. She posted this. Say, hello everyone. A family friend of mine is in urgent need of a job with sponsorship. Last month he arrived in the UK with his children as dependents, and his wife went to pick them up at the airport and asked to see their children's passports, which he handed over without any suspicion. She then told him that their marriage was over and wanted nothing to do with him. She took the children and abandoned him at the airport. He just come to the UK for the first time to join his wife, who came last year to study. So she's also JJC in the UK. He helped pay her fees and sold off everything he had to join her. All right, I don't know, but this was your wife. Okay, so that's already questionable when people are talking about their wife and they talk about how they paid for something and then they act like they were doing a stranger a favor. That's always a questionable. At the very minimum, it tells us that there was already a problem. Okay, because if you already feel like you were one with that person, that thought will not have any place at all. It just won't be there. Right? Yeah, if you're with your wife and everything is all good and done, the last thing you're thinking about is I'm doing this for her. I'm doing this for us. That's what it would be. Shout out to Bro K. I have a Pastor K that I will bring on at some point. Not the Pastor K, not Pastor Kingsley, but another Pastor K that he had this experience hands-on. We're going to talk about it. I'll bring him on during our promotion in December when we start going through the Project 100K promo in December. All right, great. So she then told him that the marriage was over. Okay, she then told him that the marriage was over. And not okay, all right. So the first time he sold off everything to join her. Today, the Home Office, that's the immigration people in the UK. I think in the US we call it the Homeland Security, something like that. It's either immigration or, basically one of the two. INSC, something like that. Anyway, today the Home Office sent him a letter saying that he has until 1st of January to return to Nigeria. He has nothing to go back to. He can go back home. Okay, my bad. Sorry. It's terrible. So far, the story is terrible. Okay, it's sad that he's going through that. Okay, but he has nothing to go back to. Is manipulative. I can see through that statement. He has nothing to go back to and may never see his children again. I am pleading with anyone who can help him with a job referral so that he can stay and fight for his children. If you know of any job openings and can put him in touch with someone who might be able to help, please reach out to me. I would be incredibly grateful. All right. And this is the Home Office letter that they're saying he needs to go back home. Right. And here's some screenshots. People have receipts, right? They always show us receipts. Shout out to Jamie Perkins. They always show us receipts. For those saying it's unbelievable, these are some of the chats before he traveled. They never quarreled. Let me see. I'm going to make this, you guys can see. Here you go. They never quarreled. Never. Always are always a lie. See, I just used the always too. That means it's a lie too. Listen to what I just said. Never. Anytime someone put never and always in a statement, especially that has to do with romantic relationship, it's always a lie. Okay, and even the statement I just made has always in it. That makes it a lie, meaning there's no absolute. Is the point? Okay, it's a vicious cyclical lie. Basically, it's always a lie. Anytime somebody say never, just don't call them a liar. You can just sing to them. That's all.
Why the fuck you lying?
You can just sing to them, but be nice, okay? Be nice. But the point is that at that point, you should ask for more information. Ask them for the rest of the story. Good morning, babe. How are you? Please, when is making our air? Hey, Papa Bear, how are you? I'm fine. Thanks, love. Change Naira to Pounds. Any Naira that enters the UK is worse than useless. They can even, oh dear, just because they're having this conversation does not mean they didn't have any problems. This is a very stupid receipt. Hey, Papa Bear, all right, no worries. Okay, mi amo. Okay, mi amo doesn't mean anything. Okay. It could mean that the marriage is terrible and she's manipulating him, right? She's just deceiving him, like she's been the quote-unquote Japa wife. It still means the marriage was not solid. Like, who are you deceiving exactly? You're deceiving yourself. It still means that something was wrong with the marriage. Maybe you're not aware of it. Something was wrong. Okay. All right. So, okay, my beautiful wife, I'm praying for safe journey, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, as to be suspected, some people came out with some quote unquote receipts. But I suffered physical, emotional abuse for 9 years. The woman accused of abandoning her husband at UK airport speaks. So somebody posted something. This family friend named Henry Osa is a serial beater and a man, husband. So I'm deliberately not getting involved. Okay, so somebody already saying it's a lie. It's a guy who actually is a perpetual beater of wife. Okay, wait, Auntie B is here. Auntie B say, real tragedy is never resolved. It goes on hopelessly forever. Convention tragedy is too easy. The hero dies and we feel a purging of emotions. A real tragedy takes place in the corner, in an untidy spot. To quote, wow, that's some deep stuff, Auntie B. Okay, Sarah is here. This does not still justify a level of wickedness. Sarah has not learned anything. Sarah Martin, the same one that was supporting Yule Duce. Clearly, this person, oh God, if he was as bad as you're portraying him, why didn't you divorce him in Nigeria and take custody? It's not realistic to ask people to play fair when they don't collect woto. I need you to have realistic expectations when it comes to these issues. It's unrealistic at best to ask people to play fairness. Okay, you need to manage your expectations around asking people to play fair. It doesn't work, okay? And you know it doesn't work because you can see the evidence everywhere, okay? But so if it's true, then I'm not saying he deserved it, but the point we're making here is that there's no smoke without fire. Okay, every action is a reaction. It doesn't have to be your fault. But when you know that as a fact of life, you kind of like navigate life a lot more better, But the point here is that it's easy to jump on the internet and tell BS stories, okay, from one side, right? But some of us can see through it without listening to the other side first. We can just see through, we can already tell us the rest of this story. I beg. But I'm going to leave that there for now. We will talk about it if we have to later on. I'm sure the story will probably come out more later on. But they are all liars. All liars. They're not telling us the rest of the story.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Yeah. I'll be right back. Let's move on to the next story. I'll be right back.
Your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.